Si parte, signori. Secondo me partono col trailer a stecca. E invece no. Hello.
Morning everyone. I'm Luke.
And I'm Mark and we're coming here live.
Abbiamo Luke Smith, Destiny Game Director, Mark Nosworthy, Destiny General Manager.
Yeah. It is. If you've been on the internet the last few days, it is the leakiest ship on the internet.
It's true.
So what we've got today, we've got a cool show lined up for you. Behind us you can see Dado getting ready, Dado, Ben and Catherine. We're going to talk about Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, which is
C'è dato là dietro. What?
But first, let's take a look at it.
Trailer.
Looking to the future.
Abbiamo già visto, ma lo riguardiamo. C'è Eris Morn.
To the past. Can you feel them? I can still hear their voices. Their endless torment reshapes our moon. Nightmares now stalk the surface. Walking shadows, seeking vengeance. Our old fears, they rise again. And in the dark below, something wicked has awakened. We must bring an end to this suffering. One way or another.
La mia live alle stelle. Vediamo Eris Morn con tanti incubi che sono i vecchi boss di Destiny. Dunque, quali sono i piani di Bungie? Vediamo un po' di cosa ci raccontano.
And so the vision for Destiny going forward, the Destiny franchise, is contained in like 3 parts. The first part is being
Sarà diviso in 3 parti. Naturalmente sarà un bellissimo MMO action.
We've shied away from using that, yeah, because it comes with a lot of baggage. It's like, does that mean it's a subscription game, or you got to play with a mouse and keyboard, or whatever? But like, man, you know, this is one of those things. We're on our own now, and it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a duck. Like we can accept the fact that this is what the game
There's
is.
like duck emojis out in the chat right now. But like when we say MMO, we don't mean like subscriptions. We don't mean
Quando parlano di MMO naturalmente non parlano di abbonamenti, sottoscrizioni o quant'altro.
Like been getting better. Forsaken certainly adds to it, is improving the RPG.
Yeah, we really, you know, want
Quello che vogliono fare è cercare di migliorare la loro componente RPG.
monster killing machines, and you want to make them your own, and we can do a lot more there.
And so a bunch of what we're doing this fall is going to be about adding the stats back into the game, RPGing the game more than it was. And D2 launched away.
Vogliono cercare di aumentare la componente RPG aumentando le statistiche, cercando di introdurre sempre di più. Secondo punto fondamentale, cercare di aumentare la qualità dei social all'interno di Destiny. Perché Destiny dà il suo meglio quando viene giocato insieme ai vostri amici.
Yeah, like, and I just want to take a moment to say, this isn't changing anything about the core action game of Destiny. Like, it is so fun and amazing to shoot monsters in their heads, get headshots, and see their souls escaping their body, and you slip behind cover. Like, at its core, Destiny is an action game. But we're also
senza dimenticare naturalmente il core del gioco, che rimane comunque in ogni caso action, shooting, eccetera.
Awesome action MMO. Part 2 of the vision for Destiny going forward is a single evolving world, and we have been
E naturalmente l'altro punto fondamentale è il fatto che Destiny è un singolo mondo sempre in evoluzione.
When Raid Team goes into the Dreaming City, they kill Riven and they launch this Dreaming City cycle that like transforms the world, and we think that's awesome and we want to do more things like that.
When the community gets to come together and discover secrets and solve
Il fatto che c'è stato appunto il World First di Riven e che poi Riven ha innescato il ciclo della città sognante è quello che è appunto uno dei punti fondamentali a cui insomma hanno lavorato e che è piaciuto alla community. Compresi tutti i segreti poi che sono usciti, no? Le varie sfide ascendenti, la missione ora zero, il sussurro e tutte queste cose qua. Terzo punto fondamentale, giocarlo dappertutto. Avere la possibilità di giocare Destiny 2 dappertutto. Questo si rifà a quanto visto poco fa su Stadia. Quindi hanno annunciato una partnership con Google e Destiny 2 grazie a Stadia sarà giocabile praticamente in qualsiasi piattaforma.
Anywhere you have a Chrome browser with their controller, and that's going to be just incredible for our community. You know, you're not going to have to lug your PS4 home to your mom's place at Christmas anymore. You know, in case they're selling one-eyed mask or whatever, like, that's not a promise.
You know who's been talking about this all the time? It's like Scott Taylor, constantly talking about where he's going to play. Can't wait to play on my. Just lists a litany of devices that he wants to.
Stanno parlando del fatto appunto che molti di loro a volte si bloccano dicendo cacchio non c'ho la mia PlayStation, come faccio ad andare da Xur a giocare, a comprare gli oggetti, eccetera, eccetera.
Play anywhere.
So it's a great fit for the vision. And then the next thing, do you want to just jump? Like we have like our set list that we're moving through. And so the next thing on the list, there's been a little bit of talk about over the last like 24 hours. Like maybe you want to talk about cross-save.
So yeah,
cross-save
is coming to Destiny 2 finally.
È ufficiale che Destiny 2 avrà il cross-save.
Cross-save is about taking Guardians that you've created and being able to play them on any platform.
Quindi vuol dire che i salvataggi dei nostri personaggi si potranno passare su tutte le piattaforme.
Contrary to maybe what you've heard on the internet, because I just want to be super clear about this, cross-save is coming to all platforms.
Tutte
all of them. PlayStation,
le piattaforme, signori, tutte,
PC,
comprese PlayStation 4.
There's some
people clapping in the studio.
That is, we do not have an applause light. That's just the enthusiasm of the team.
So we're super excited about that. And you know, Bungie and Sony are working together to ensure that cross-save is coming to PS4 when Shadowkeep launches.
For like years, we would go to do interviews with
tutte, raga.
companies. We'd like
quindi è ufficiale anche PlayStation. Dai, raga.
Our answer has always been like, oh, we're gonna like message back to like.
Caro Dando, grazie mille per la sub, benvenuto.
But cross-save makes that statement actually true because you can go from PC to PS4
e naturalmente sarà da tutte le parti, si potrà partire da PlayStation, accendere un Xbox o partire da PC, accendere la Play, la Stadia, dappertutto. La Zartec.
Let's talk about
like you know when we think of anytime anywhere, that third part of the vision, cross-save, Stadia, those are parts of it, but we have some real barriers to making that totally true and really
regà, cross-save, non cross-play. Ok, vuol dire che si possono passare i personaggi da una piattaforma all'altra, ma non si potrà giocare tra le varie piattaforme. Importante,
So the reason, our answer to this like big problem is, what if we just create a free entry point for the game and create a brand new way for players to, well, a brand new-ish way for players to enter the universe. But there's still this problem of, oh gosh, I've got like 40 hours of game to play. I've got to like get through these campaigns, which, you know, are cool, but that's not really the part of the game that matters if you're playing for hardcore reasons.
In the season,
grazie Jay, grazie mille.
Menagerie just came out. It's a 6-player match-made activity. It's awesome. I love playing it. But if I'm going to recommend it to a friend who's not playing Destiny, it's like, well, you got to buy this version of the game, then you buy this other version of the game.
Ok, stanno parlando
I'm not going to play with you
di come funzionerà appunto il fatto di comprare i vari pezzi dei Season Pass, eccetera, eccetera.
So the answer to this problem is New Light, where once you enter New Light in 10, 15, 20 minutes, you now arrive at the part of the game that matters to you and your friends, where you're like jumping into Gambit, Crucible, etc. This is about crushing the barriers between friends and making it a game where you're like, there's something awesome happening in Destiny, I'm gonna go check it out. And New Light's totally free.
It's free. You download New
Quindi è ufficiale.
Within 15 minutes you're playing Gambit.
Grande Frank.
Discovering lost sectors, like you're having a really fun time.
So the other part of this handshake is the way we're thinking about selling the game differently now. We have for years had this like compounding purchase model, even something like the annual.
Quello che abbiamo detto prima sembra essere ufficiale, quindi ci sarà Destiny 2 New Light che sarà il Destiny 2 gratis. Ok.
Up front you had to spend $35 rather than maybe purchasing things à la carte.
Che dovrebbe comprendere l'anno 1, la mente bellica e la maledizione di Osiride.
Yeah, if you think of New Light like a baseline.
E sarà praticamente la parte basilare del gioco, cioè il punto di partenza del gioco. E Shadowkeep sarà un'espansione standalone. Quindi non ci sarà bisogno di giocare Forsaken, non ci sarà bisogno di giocare la mente bellica, sarà una cosa completamente diversa, sarà un modulo a parte.
Access to some of the premium content, can jump in and buy that season, season 8 separately from season 9.
Yep. So another part that we have had trouble with over the years is answering questions around things like exclusive content. We have had
quindi diciamo che stanno dando l'addio al sistema di Destiny che è sempre stato quello: se vuoi giocare il nuovo DLC devi avere per forza quelli vecchi. Non sarà più così.
Well, let's play this strike. Oh, sorry, I don't have that strike on my box.
So we want to remove those barriers, and now going forward, there's going to be no more exclusive activity content, no exclusive gameplay things.
È ufficiale anche che non ci saranno più nessun tipo di esclusiva. Quindi niente più assalti esclusivi, armi esclusive, mappe del crogiolo esclusive, sarà tutto per tutti.
Destiny 2 on PC needs to find a new home.
Some would say we need to find an epic partner.
Yeah, and so we need to find a new.
Parlano del PC adesso, Battle.net,
because we're self-publishing Destiny now,
visto che adesso non sono più partner di Activision. Quindi Destiny 2 è ufficiale, arriverà su Steam. Quindi semplicemente bisognerà fare una migrazione dell'account da Battle.net a Steam, gratis naturalmente.
Shadowkeep, the D2 expansion that's coming out this fall, is going to be shipping exclusively on Steam this year.
E naturalmente Shadowkeep sarà esclusivamente su Steam, quindi su Battle.net non ci sarà più nessuno.
How exactly this is all going to happen, there's going to be a website on Bungie.net somewhere that describes it in more detail, but we want the transition to be really seamless for players and really.
Naturalmente la transizione sarà molto semplice, ci sarà una pagina dedicata con tutti i pass da fare per switchare in piattaforma.
Everything we just talked about in like 20 seconds. So the vision for Destiny going forward is pretty simple. It's an awesome action MMO in a single evolving world that you can play anywhere. By playing anywhere, that means cross-save across all of our platforms. We have a new platform that we're adding this year, Stadia. We have a new entry point for the game.
Stanno facendo un recap, quindi Destiny 2 cross-save, si potrà giocare ovunque, i vostri personaggi saranno ovunque su qualsiasi piattaforma, PC, PlayStation, Xbox e Stadia, che si potrà giocare praticamente dappertutto, dal cellulare, dalla TV di casa, da un PC, dal Mac, dal bagno, non so, da qualsiasi altra parte.
And if you're playing the game on PC, we're moving you to Steam. That's kind of like that's the end of the set list. The encore, if we're carrying the music thing forward, is this awesome?
I think it's more than an encore.
Yeah, actually, we're the opening act.
Yeah, they've been watching two dudes talk to you for 12 minutes or whatever.
So, the main event is coming up. Dato's behind us getting ready. But first, let's take a look at a new Vidoc called Out of the Shadows.
New Vidoc, raga. Fermi tutti. Altre informazioni. Out of the Shadow.
This really is the beginning of a new era, and I think beginning is an important part of that sentence.
Sarà l'inizio di una nuova era.
This is the first time I think that, in a long time that Bungie has stood kind of on its own.
Uldren.
And we're self-publishing. It's a really big deal. There's a huge opportunity here for us to really make our own decisions.
L'opportunità da parte di Bungie di poter fare le proprie decisioni senza appunto essere costretti a dare retta, tra virgolette, ad Activision.
It's empowering and terrifying at the same time. There are only two groups who are going to decide what happens to Destiny next. Bungie and the players who play Destiny.
Adesso ci saranno soltanto due gruppi che potranno mettere voce sul futuro di Destiny, Bungie e noi giocatori. The darkness is close. Ufficiale, siamo sulla luna.
So at its core, Shadowkeep is about returning to the moon.
Shadowkeep si ritorna sulla luna.
Wow, since Destiny 1 and a lot's changed.
Tanto è cambiato da quando l'abbiamo lasciata da Destiny 1.
When you go back, it isn't exactly what you thought it was.
There's like huge cracks ripped into it. There's a weird scarlet fortress.
C'è una fortezza. Dal core del pianeta arriva questa luce verde. Non c'è solo l'alveare. C'è qualcosa di più. Qualcosa di terrificante. Ciao Crota. Ciao Crota.
The moon this time around is something really scary that is playing on your fear in a way that hasn't happened before. Before it was, oh, it's a big giant thing and it's scary, but now there's actual like some psychological elements to that.
How long has it sat in silence, watching us?
Much too long.
Having Eris Morn come back instantly signals
Torna Eris Morn.
Shift and change.
There's an undertone of threatening and psychological horror.
You're all insufferable!
We want to tap into what makes Guardians afraid. What are their worst fears?
Vogliono cercare di tirare fuori da noi i nostri peggiori incubi. Vedo tutti i boss.
What if the villains that you thought were well into the ground actually weren't and they were being resurrected by the darkness?
L'oscurità, raga. L'oscurità ha fatto ritornare i boss che abbiamo ucciso finora in qualche modo.
You can't just kill them and make them go away.
What if you can't do all of the things that you've grown accustomed to doing?
Being unable to achieve what you're trying to achieve, no matter how hard you try.
Players, they think we can deal with this. We killed Crota, like we killed orcs, like no big deal, right? Well, you're gonna get there and you discover it's a bigger deal than you even thought it could be.
Naturalmente non sarà come ucciderli come la prima volta.
Now you know my suffering.
Unfinished business.
It's been a year, basically, of just a constant two-way dialogue with all of our passionate players.
Under it or on the sides of it more? The number of green...
That's really informed what it is that players want out of the Destiny game and how we're evolving.
C'è stata una discussione, naturalmente loro sono sempre con l'orecchio teso ad ascoltare la community per capire che cosa c'è da migliorare.
A bunch of the work that we're doing is about adding depth to the character sheet. You know, the teams are thinking about how do we want to evolve armor, get more stats into the game, get more player customization. How can we get the depth of pursuit for how you want to play with this awesome
Studio Max
now for, you know, some of us 5 years.
And like completely new ways of deepening the like character RPG that we all know and love and want to be better.
Miglioreranno a quanto hanno detto anche prima la componente RPG del gioco, non so in che modo. Building your monster killing machine.
In Shadowkeep, we are fundamentally evolving the systems and moving the world forward.
You want to bring some of that sci-fi element back to it, where it's like
some like panels or something.
We've been dancing this line between them, like, are we RPG enough? Are we not RPG enough? And now we're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go all in and just say, like, let's give players what they want.
Ok, c'è sempre stata questa roba qui che Destiny appunto non era un vero e proprio RPG e a quanto sembra stanno cercando di andare invece in quella direzione. Come però?
So in Shadowkeep what we're doing is changing the way that armor, perks and mods work pretty significantly.
Cambieranno il modo in cui le armature e le mod
but you have another armor set that you like the way it plays, you're probably going to pick the one that you like the way it plays.
E non sarà soltanto una cosa estetica, più o meno come è stato adesso. Guarda quante statistiche avete visto.
That you've unlocked and apply them to any given piece of armor.
When I move my cursor over one of these mod sockets, it immediately shows me all of the mods that are available to me.
Guarda quante mod si possono mettere.
Personally, I'm excited about the artifact. Players just get
Cos'era quel...
fidget with these knobs and switches and do all the things that they want.
Un artefatto.
When you get to this last tier, each of these perks gets relatively close to what an exotic might feel like. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be a lot of fun.
Cioè si possono mettere dei perk specifiche su determinate armature? Non ho capito. Dobbiamo riguardarlo, raga.
Finishing moves are a new thing for Shadowkeep. What's your favorite?
I mean, there's some crazy ones.
For the hunter, this awesome flourish where he actually does like spin in front of him, has two knives, and then just hits.
I was like, what the heck? Like, what game is this?
Yeah, Titan finisher. He jumps in the air, pulls back, looks at it.
Ci sono delle nuove cose What? Si può fare a pugni.
There's so many different ways to dunk. You can behind the back, 360.
Ci sono delle nuove animazioni per quanto riguarda il corpo a corpo. Sono le finish, sì, le finish, esatto, tipo come si chiama quelle di Mortal Kombat.
Trying to figure out what's good for the game, what do people want, what have they been asking for, trying new ideas.
So I want to try. I added radar hiding.
Let me know how it feels to get shot by the heavy bow. I am working on an exotic heavy bow. And I'm just working.
Lei sta lavorando a un arco esotico pesante.
Trying to see how big this. Okay, that's probably too much, but you get the idea.
Esotico pesante. A fatality,
fire it
bravo.
on an enemy and it creates a big old crit spot.
Quest'arma esotica invece crea oddio, troppe cose.
It fires special ammo and it's a little bit like a one-handed sniper.
È come uno sniper con una mano. Oddio santo.
Actually, our only hand cannon with a scope on it. Right now, it kind of lights you on fire if you keep firing it too much. We'll see. Some people like it, some people are kind of but we'll hammer it all out.
Un cannone portatile col mirino, raga.
Alright, it's time. It's about to get loud in here. 1v1. 1v1 on the board.
PvP, raga, PvP.
One of the things we really want to focus on, especially with Season 8 and the start of Shadowkeep, is a renewed focus on PvP.
PvP, raga, PvP.
We're updating labs to include some much-loved game types from the past. We're also redoing a bunch of the playlists and how they work. But the really important thing for
cambieranno le playlist in qualche modo.
This is us building the foundation of what we're doing with the Crucible going forward.
E Shadowkeep sarà la base di partenza per l'evoluzione che hanno in mente per quanto riguarda il crogiolo.
Previously, you would have a 20, 40, 60-hour climb before you could do what's considered in-game content. And now you can pretty much do that immediately.
Allora, prima dice che c'era appunto un grind iniziale, cioè se uno partiva da capo c'era un grind iniziale che bisognava fare. Adesso dice che in qualche modo si potrà iniziare a fare l'endgame da subito, non so come però.
For the raid, we had multiple destinations that we were considering, and Black Garden was like immediately top of the list.
And everyone was like, yes, and I was like, yes, that's the one I wanted.
Il raid nel giardino nero. Prossimo raid, giardino nero.
With Forsaken, we've started finding more
Ho capito bene.
players to customize and personalize their character and differentiate themselves. Shadowkeep's going to push even further in that direction.
The word, which is really guiding us in a bunch of ways, is depth. It's about experiential depth. When we look at how we're thinking about the next 3-5 years, it's really important to us.
Diciamo che quello che stanno dicendo è che questa qui sarà la base del... Non ho capito però, la base del gioco da qui ai 3-5 anni, ma Destiny 2 e basta.
Every weekend doing different things and figuring out how to craft this perfect build that you feel like is your own. Like, that is cool. There's nothing nerdy about it. We're like happy to own that. We're going to stand on that corner.
Allora, quello che vi dicevo prima, quel fucile quel fucile laser praticamente quando colpisce il nemico e crea quella bolla diventa un enorme colpo, un enorme critico. Lì dentro fate critico. Headshot.
Landscape, it just all fall down. Part of our DNA is finding different ways to bring people together. We needed a way to crush the barriers between friends.
We all have friends who could play Destiny, who are interested in it, but then we think about recommending it like, oh man, you're gonna have to play about 40 hours by yourself, and then you gotta pay all this money, and you know, maybe you should just play something else. And that can't be the story. We need an entry point for your friends to be able to get into Destiny.
Stanno dicendo che praticamente stanno cercando di creare un punto di partenza per i nuovi giocatori che sia accessibile anche per i veterani e che quindi non ci sia questa discrepanza tra chi gioca a Destiny da una vita e chi entra adesso.
We're going to start off in the same place where Guardians first came into the world.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
New light. What?
It worked. You're alive.
You started in the Cosmodrome. Yeah, going back. Yeah, blast from the past.
Okay, it's not going to break orbit.
Questo è l'inizio di quel nuovo Destiny che vi dicevo. L'inizio dei nuovi giocatori. Sarà una vera e propria introduzione partendo da Destiny 1.
And then land in the tower.
And then we'll set them loose to open up the world as they see fit.
And have sort of an array of potential in front of you.
You can just start playing the game and get into some of the same activities that your friends might be playing. The campaigns from D to Year 1, the Red War, Curse of Osiris, Warmind.
Every world we have will be available for them to explore and to free roam and to do bounties on.
Ok, i nuovi giocatori potranno quindi accedere al PvP senza avere problemi, agli assalti, l'accesso ad azzardo gratis. Tutti i pianeti saranno esplorabili.
We've always said that Destiny is best when you play it with your friends, and we're trying to make it easy.
È gratis, Brady, gratis.
Friends who are playing Destiny are on different platforms. We're adding cross save so that you can move.
Il cross save, questo già lo sapevamo da prima, insomma.
I'm playing and I want to move over to my PC. I should have my character go with me. We want Destiny to meet you wherever you want to play, so that's incredibly important for us.
We wanted cross save before we shipped Destiny 2, right? Like
vedi?
A bunch of it was built. We just
Ci sarà una pagina dedicata su bungie.net dove si potrà attivare il cross save.
Many of those reasons have disappeared, so we are headed full steam ahead on that. We got to figure out how we're going to.
Di nuovo, Steam sarà la piattaforma ufficiale per PC da adesso in poi.
As culture as we can get. Thanks, buddy. Our original vision for Destiny was a world that would evolve and change.
We're leaning really hard into that because we believe that's where the future of Destiny is.
The long horizon for Destiny is to become an evolving world. You know, you're going to tune in to see what's going to happen next.
Riconfermano il fatto appunto che Destiny sarà sempre in continua evoluzione.
Vision that isn't dictated by a commercial model or a business plan, but our creative vision and what we want to do for our players and what they want us to do with Destiny.
We feel like our work isn't done. We have a series of missions that we need to finish before I think we have Destiny in the place that it needs to be, and we're back to, I guess.
Dicono, almeno il game director dice che il lavoro con Destiny non è finito, ci vuole ancora parecchio prima che la loro visione di Destiny sia completa e che sia nel posto che secondo loro merita.
Welcome, gamers, to the
Paradatto.
portion of the stream. Someone's very enthusiastic back there. There we go. There's a bunch more enthusiastic.
Design lead, producer e Datto. Vabbè,
The
Datto.
Q&A portion of the stream. If you know who I am, you're probably pretty familiar with me doing Q&A stuff. If you don't know who I am, I'm here to embarrass myself in front of thousands of people for the second time in a week. And I'm also your personal Destiny search engine. Most people just call me Dado. I have a lot of these, by the way. I don't think I have time to read all of them. I'm here. That was really, really loud. I'm here with.
Ma sbaglio, c'è il giubbotto di cosa?
And we're gonna talk a little story action.
Dell'incursione non so di che, vabbè.
And the first thing I'm gonna start with is Eris.
Datto è un content creator americano molto famoso, raga.
She kind of seemed evil, but at the same time, like, not evil, like, sort of in a driftery way. Talk to me.
Eris is definitely not your
Parlano di Eris Morn.
character like Zavala or
Sta chiedendo appunto dell'Eris Morn, è cattiva, è buona, ci aiuta, non ci aiuta.
this enigmatic, like mysterious character with tons of power. It's always on the edge of every new threat that's coming. And so she's decidedly not evil.
È un personaggio molto enigmatico, non è cattivo.
Is the one who's going to take us into a new threat and a new
Diciamo che si avvicina a noi ogni volta che c'è qualche nuova minaccia in arrivo.
back. She's been gone for a long time, and there's been a lot of parts of the Eris story that we've gotten hints at. You know, we've seen lore books, we've gotten like seen what she did after the tower blew up. We knew that she went off. We know that she's worked with Marisov for a long time, and well, all those journeys that she's done have brought her back to the moon.
Tutti i viaggi che ha fatto l'hanno riportata sulla Luna.
She's discovered something even darker in the dark below.
Notizia dell'ultimo minuto, sembra che Bungie abbia risolto i problemi del cross save con Sony proprio nell'ultima ora. LOL. Grande. Grande Rob. Ci saranno delle connessioni riguardo alla città sognante?
Okay. This is an Eris story, but like what we're doing here is we like the Dreaming City was a really fun like way of exploring like the deep lore of Destiny, right? Like we had Truth to Power, and we had all the curse weeks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was
the
definitely
Marisov vignettes.
Marisov vignettes. So this is like we want to do that, but like for Eris, right? Like we want to just go in there and be like, there's so much stuff like you said.
Diciamo che loro stanno cercando di fare la stessa cosa che è successa su Forsaken, principalmente con Marisov, con Eris Morn nel prossimo DLC.
Like what is all that?
Yeah, and she's doing it to protect humanity. That is like her mission that she's had for a long time. And if you think back Eris's entire journey, what happened to her? Her fire.
Dicono che appunto, ma non stanno rispondendo alla domanda però. Ci sono connessioni con la città sognante? Stanno dicendo tutt'altro.
She crawled back to like rally people to destroy this threat.
Stanno raccontando il fatto che appunto Eris Morn, almeno a quanto dicono loro, il suo obiettivo principale è sempre stato quello di aiutare l'umanità.
She does things that no one else can, and she's doing that one more time.
Well, she's persevering a lot. I feel like eventually just like get over it. Like fire team's dead, but you know we got Crota, right? Like give it up, lady. But
I think that's like not fair entirely, maybe because
no, I know. I'm just messing around.
Yeah.
Just to go back to Forsaken real quick. Are we getting any hints of like what's going on with Uldren and Marisov? Like
bravo Datto, chiedigli le cose interessanti. Uldren che fine ha fatto? Marisov che fine ha fatto? Cosa è successo?
There's no resolution on that at all.
I would love to sit here and talk about Uldren. That's a conversation for another time.
Okay.
Yeah, and
questa sarà una conversazione per un altro giorno, dicono.
Because I'm just super excited by what we're actually going to expose.
Niente, loro continuano a tornare sulla Luna a parlare di Eris Morn, non vogliono parlare di sta roba, non capisco. Datto ci prova, ma loro tengono duro, maledetti.
The moon that we remember from people who played Destiny 1, you know, a lot has happened since were last there.
Well, that's actually one of my next questions is how is the moon different compared to Destiny 1?
Ok, parliamo della Luna quindi. Cosa c'è di diverso nella Luna riguardo, cioè di differente rispetto a quello che abbiamo visto su Destiny 1?
Well, it's twice as big as the moon you remember.
Yeah.
Twice as big.
Twice as big.
L'area esplorabile sarà il doppio più grande.
Red Citadel now. Yeah. Looming threats, and there's mysterious like entities.
E naturalmente ci sarà quella specie di castello che lui c'ha sulla maglietta al centro.
Smaller stories.
Da questa fortezza.
Uncovered because of all of this chaos and happening in that place. The Fallen have a new place that they've set up, and they have their own reasons for doing that. The cracks of like divided places you've been before, and they're going to change how you like play and you sparrow and move through them, and you're going to discover old stories from who knows how long ago with characters that you remember, and they're going to expose more of
ci saranno non so, non ho capito in che modo, ma ci saranno
new characters popping in.
Well, there's one of my favorite characters. I'm not going to say.
Gli stanno chiedendo se ci saranno nuovi personaggi.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Ma non ce lo dicono. Quello che ci sarà all'interno della Luna, ci saranno, non ho capito, queste specie di piccole missioni che ci potranno far capire meglio la storia di qualcosa.
Why this storyline as opposed to any other storyline that you guys might have considered?
So we have internally
Parlano della storia adesso.
is a lot like the players, and that we're always talking about Destiny as fans, because we are fans of our own game. Like we're fans first of Destiny, and Moon is a fan favorite inside the studio, and so it always comes up about, okay, well, when are we going back to the moon? What about the moon? Like, we just don't go there anymore. We should go back. What's been happening on the moon? Wait, like...
Diciamo che il loro pensiero iniziale è stato quello appunto di tornare alla luna, perché è uno dei luoghi più amati, no? Sia da loro che dalla community. E quindi hanno detto, fino adesso che cosa è successo sulla luna? Perché tornarci? Insomma, hanno cercato di incentrare la storia.
Or another like entire region that is not yet explored. And I consider every place we go in Destiny to have more stories that we're just waiting for us to like find the right time to tell.
Absolutely.
The moon has some great stories.
Yeah, I will have some follow-up questions related to story stuff later in the show, but that is just something I kind of wanted to know, like, you know.
Dice che farà domande un po' più specifiche nella storia più avanti.
That maybe just didn't work out, or you want to, let's save that for later, or like, maybe we scrap that all together, or was it just like, this is happening, like, we want to go to the moon next, like, let's do it?
It's mostly that.
Yeah,
I think
the passion comes first.
The passion comes first. I think we're constantly thinking, like, as he said, we're all players of this game, and we're all like, oh man, yeah, what is happening on the moon, and what is happening to all these...
Stanno ripetendo le stesse cose di prima, insomma, si sono chiesti all'interno dello studio che cosa è successo sulla luna, i perché, i per come.
Yeah, and I think it's a relatable feeling that we're going after too. I mean, the moon is a place that was very dear to a lot of players' hearts, but it's also new to a lot of other players. And so, like, I consider it like you take your best friend back to your hometown. You haven't been there in 5 years, and it's changed. Like what has been torn down, what new is there, what still remains. You're going to explore it. And you'll be like, oh, my favorite Chinese place is gone, and now it's an organic grocery store. No, I'm going to go buy all the lettuce. You know, like, you're going to have.
Stanno facendo l'esempio appunto di, che ne so, magari due giocatori che giocavano a Destiny 1 in passato che tornano e vanno a farsi un giro sulla luna per vedere che cosa è cambiato.
In old D1, and you're just like, okay, yes, we're going there. Or I'm gonna bring all my friends there. Like, I can bring anyone there.
I was even calling New Light First Light for a while, and First Light was the big moon map.
Right, exactly.
Even, so, yeah.
You make a little look at First Light. A little bit when you're running around the moon.
Yeah. Oh, look forward to it.
Big nostalgia factor.
All right. Do you guys have anything else to add before we transition here?
Transition.
When you said talk about Marasov,
that
I really loved about Dreaming City as someone who played it at home was going to the vignettes and every few weeks, and we really loved how that was a new piece of Destiny, like this Dreaming City cycle type of thing, and how you play it, and we're trying to instill those lessons into Shadowkeep as well.
So il ritmo della città sognante, il ciclo delle visite che faceva Marasov è una cosa che loro cercheranno di portare anche su Shadowkeep con Eris Morn. Ciao Kill, grazie per la sub. Dunque si cambia, c'è Justin e non so chi altro.
You guys, I have to grill you guys a little bit more than the story guys. Story guys like, yeah, let's have a fun little intro, but now we're
Design Director e Production Director.
And that kind of stuff, real nitty gritty, so I gotta grill you guys a little bit more. So let's start with Sandbox.
Sandbox
changes have been limited to approximately once per season. To many people, they think things need to happen a little more frequently.
Il sueño, grazie, benvenuto.
Plans to change that, and are there any barriers to more frequent updates?
Well, we made the commitment to do a change every season to really look at the sandbox and how it was playing.
Dunque, sappiamo che i maggiori cambiamenti del sandbox cambiano ogni stagione.
Okay. The real hard part is it takes time to do those balance updates. Like, we have to look at data, the team has to get into play tests, we're looking at the community feedback, we're like trying to isolate how we balance it, and it's in a game like Destiny, it's big, so it's not just like balance it for one activity, it's like, how do we balance it in strikes, what's the impact over here? And so it takes time, and whenever we're taking time doing that,
dice naturalmente che tutti i cambiamenti del sandbox richiedono tempo perché devono provarlo su tutti gli obiettivi, insomma, sia il PvP, gli assalti, i raid, eccetera eccetera.
Like, we want to update some of the systems, and we want to like make the game more interesting and like add more challenge in the game. How do we do that? It's hard to balance those.
Okay, that's fair. Another kind of big topic question. Are there any plans to completely separate PvE and PvP balancing? I know you guys are capable of adjusting.
Dunque, Datto fa una domanda molto intelligente.
PvE.
C'è la possibilità di dividere i bilanciamenti che ci possono essere su il PvE e sul PvP?
There is not going to be a separation. It's probably related to the same reasons you guys have been giving in the past. Your thoughts?
So a thing that we've always thought was super important for Destiny is that you have a single Guardian with a single kit and set of abilities that you can take everywhere. We give you a bunch of different experience, whether it's like raid experiences or strike experiences or PvP, or just more casual like free roam, and that you're the same Guardian playing in the same way. And a thing that I think we do pretty well is our
Quello che sta dicendo è che fino adesso loro hanno cercato di bilanciare tutto insieme ed ha funzionato, a detta loro.
There is some variance that we bake in and some balancing that we do, but we don't want to split them because we think if we do that over time, it's going to cause us to lose that muscle.
Ok, la risposta è no.
We want you to go into any activity and like, I play in Crucible and then I get a gun and kind of wonder like, what does this do when I take the strikes? And they're not going to be optimized for every activity. Even today,
questo per cercare di non dividere troppo l'esperienza di gioco con un'arma che può magari avere un feedback in PvP e un altro in PvE. Lo fanno per mantenere questa esperienza, diciamo, bilanciata su tutte e due.
Let's get a little business out of the way.
Quindi
Is
no.
Forsaken and the annual pass getting a price drop? Do I need them to play Shadowkeep?
Yeah, so what we're doing starting today is that everything that we've released in Destiny 2 up until now, so base Destiny 2 game, the expansions, Forsaken, and
capiamo un po' come funzionerà Destiny da qui in poi.
Drop to just $40. Okay. So, and that's starting today. But we don't want to require any of that content to play new stuff. Like Luke and Mark said earlier, we want all of our expansions moving forward to be simple and a la carte. So if you like the stuff that we're showing off in Shadowkeep, you can just go and
tutti i prossimi DLC, compreso Shadowkeep, praticamente avranno la possibilità di essere scelti e giocati senza avere prerequisiti di nessun tipo. Fino adesso appunto c'è stato il fatto di scegliere, di dover scegliere per forza di comprare i precedenti DLC per giocare Forsaken, per esempio. Adesso non sarà più così.
Also apply to seasons?
Yeah, so we want the seasons to be a la carte because there were a lot of things that I liked personally about the annual pass, but asking people to pre-purchase $35 up front of a year of content when we didn't even announce what the name of some of the seasons were, I think is not as cool as it could be. Like it's better if you can wait and once you watch the trailer, once you hop in and see some of the content yourself, then decide if you want to buy in. And so each of the seasons will be available, but we also want to make sure.
Ok, anche le diverse stagioni che arriveranno.
Putting our hand back out asking for more money. So Shadowkeep is going to give you season 8 or whatever season it is starting then. For free as part of that.
So if I buy
allora aspetta, facciamo un po', c'è stato un po' di confusione. Allora, se si compra Shadowkeep,
I would get season 10 as
you'll just get that season. So you don't have to do the complicated question of like which part of this premium content like do I need to buy?
Ok, se si compra Shadowkeep naturalmente all'interno ci sarà anche l'accesso alle singole stagioni. Le stagioni future poi ci sarà la possibilità, se volete, di comprare soltanto determinate stagioni, quindi di prendere soltanto determinati contenuti all'interno.
Kind of laments the loss of things like new strikes, new PvP maps, and otherwise new additions to what they would consider staples of the Destiny experience. How valuable do you think those things are compared to making new activities? And are we ever going to see stuff like strikes, new PvP maps, and that kind of stuff return outside of major expansions like this?
They're super valuable. I mean, you see it with New Light. Like, they're going to be the entry point that we want to get all players into together. So they're really important.
Ciao Uplink, grazie.
Big lists of things that they want to do. We've tried some of it in the past. Like for Season 6, we did a lot of Gambit quality life updates, and there was new maps for it. It's just, again, the challenge with a game this wide is we can't do that all the time.
Dato gli ha chiesto se naturalmente ci sarà quello che succedeva spesso con le vecchie stagioni di Destiny, quindi con l'aggiunta di assalti, l'aggiunta di mappe del PvP, eccetera, eccetera, qualcosa che non accade da molto tempo. Quello che loro stanno facendo invece è cercare di focalizzare alcune stagioni. Aspetta. Bella Ozzy, bentornato. Grazie. E mi sono perso. E quello che stanno dicendo appunto è che invece quello che stanno cercando di fare è cambiare la formula e dare ad ogni singola stagione un focus principale, okay? Quello che è stato per esempio con Azzardo Eccelso in azzardo, quello che succederà con la stagione prossima, quella di settembre, dovrebbe essere il focus sul PvP. Dato ha tranquillizzato che ha delle domande specifiche sul PvP, vediamo un po' che dicono.
We've tried to revolve around and touch different parts of the content, but yeah, and for example, like I think we underserved PvP in the last year. That was a mistake with how we planned out the annual pass, and we're going to correct that starting in.
Sanno naturalmente che hanno lasciato da parte troppo tempo il PvP durante l'ultimo anno.
So would you say that there is a chance that we'll see like a new strike throughout the year with the seasons? Like I don't think
certainly possible. Like we haven't planned out exactly what's in each one of our seasons, but no type of content is off the table. I mean, like
ha chiesto se è possibile naturalmente che vediamo se vedremo nuovi assalti, per esempio. Avete di sì.
The game has grown very wide and just not very tall, which is something you guys are addressing in Shadowkeep. So I think the community would definitely like to see, you know, some strikes come back, a couple PvP maps, even like remastering some Destiny 1 maps, right? Bring back, you know, Rusted Lands and whatever else people want, Twilight Gap and all that. So I think people would absolutely love to see that.
Vediamo un po' che cosa gli chiede.
For you guys, do you worry about being able to produce the volume of content you produced this year without the help of Activision and the other studios? Because the community is insatiable. You'll never be able to make enough stuff to keep people entertained. And
yeah, I mean,
how do you guys feel about that?
Working with Activision, they were great.
Mi sta chiedendo appunto il punto di vista loro riguardo alla faccenda Activision.
That I'm really impressed by. A thing that we did though was we knew that this was going to end at the end of the annual pass. So what we
loro già sapevano appunto che alla fine dell'annual pass sarebbe finito tutto.
Make sure that we're in a place where the set of content expectations that we've set for players, we can continue delivering on every single season. So I feel confident that we can keep delivering a season's worth of content that Destiny players have come to expect.
E naturalmente non cambierà il modo in cui loro rilasceranno i contenuti anche senza Activision.
Question about PvP balancing is whenever we make new activity content, we're not being able to do the thing you just asked about. Like, well, how about servicing the existing stuff? And for a game that big, so
always
it's
a
real
trade-off.
hard to like. And this is the challenge. We haven't figured out the right balance for it. We're going to keep working on it, but it's going to be a question of like, what's the cool new adventures? What's the cool new ways that are going to challenge your monster killing machine every season? But how are we updating the rest of the game to also feed in and challenge give you new challenges for your character? But we have to do that in a way that also is healthy and sustainable for our team. Like it's real hard.
Lui invece è tornato indietro, sta rispondendo alla domanda iniziale, quella appunto del bilanciamento tra PvP e PvE, e gli sta dicendo appunto, sta ribadendo il fatto che il loro obiettivo è quello di mantenere il feeling appunto uguale, il bilanciamento deve essere uguale tra il PvE e il PvP.
With this many people, not everybody knows everything that's going on, and so people are asking like, "Hey, is there going to be a strike in the new release? Are you going to go do this quality of life update?" Like, we all want to touch all the parts of Destiny as fast as we can, but we also don't want to ask the team to work every single weekend. Like, we want sensible, healthy, excited folks in the office, and we're always trying to hold that line because there's always more stuff to do than we have time for, right?
Right. Do you guys have anything else that you want to add before we transition?
Io penso che a questo punto arrivi qualcuno proprio specifico a parlare del PvP, visto che Dato ha detto che ha altre domande.
And we're going to rotate here to two new guests, Koa and Raylene. Welcome to the table.
Hello. Excited to be here.
Claps all around. You guys are here to talk about New Light. Something
New Light.
a lot of
Allora,
people have wanted for the game, even though
questa è la versione base di Destiny 2 che sarà disponibile
obviously we already play the game, but
gratis.
everyone for a while has thought, man, they should really make Destiny 2 available for free for a lot of people, because you've done it in the past, right? You've done 3 weeks on Blizzard, and then like, oh,
Non so loro quelli del PvP.
and then maybe there was something. I don't even know if there was anything with Xbox. So, what exactly am I getting access to with?
Allora, che cosa avranno quelli che decideranno di scaricare New Light, cioè la versione gratis di Destiny 2?
It's really exciting.
Just spill it all out for me.
Yeah. So for New Light, it's a new entry point for Destiny.
Diciamo che sarà un nuovo punto di partenza.
What that means is that it's tailored towards new players, but all players can experience it. So if you make a new character and if you're a veteran player, you'll experience the New Light flow.
Naturalmente anche i veterani, se vogliono, possono creare un nuovo personaggio e capire che cosa si prova a fare New Light, che a quanto abbiamo visto prima inizia come Destiny 1, cioè con lo spettro che ti sveglia nel cosmodromo.
As Raylene said, it's the whole game, right? So it's not just some subsection portion of
it. È come se fosse praticamente un nuovo gioco.
Breadth of content that you get as Destiny player. So you get access to strikes, you get access to all destinations, you get to free.
C'hai l'accesso a tutte le destinazioni, quindi puoi fare i settori perduti, le taglie, le pattuglie, il PvP, gli assalti, azzardo.
We're happy to have people actually get to experience that content who never have before.
Absolutely. I was watching Twitch chat during the Vidoc, and when that came up, I saw a lot of, is this Destiny 1 remastered and blah, blah, blah. Can you just clarify that it is or is not a complete remaster of Destiny 1?
Stanno dicendo appunto che non sarà una versione remastered di Destiny 1.
Is like the first mission is, I guess, remastered.
Yeah.
Right? So you do the first mission like you were playing Destiny 1, and then you're just flown right to the tower, you land, and then I can go do stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So like, how do I... You said you would unlock things over time, essentially. How, like, let's say I'm brand new, download New Light, do the first mission, land in the tower, I want to go to Mars. What do I got to do to go to Mars?
Yeah. So...
Dunque, come funzionerà l'esperienza dei primi giocatori quando accendono Destiny 2? Gli ha chiesto specificamente: accendo, faccio la prima missione, arrivo in torre, poi voglio andare su Marte. Come funziona?
I guess maybe I'll dive back a little bit. For the Cosmodrome mission, it's about 15 minutes or so, and you'll learn the basic elements of Destiny, how to shoot your gun and that kind of thing.
Naturalmente la parte iniziale del gioco, dopo che sei sul cosmodromo, ci sono le cose basi del gioco, quindi come si spara, eccetera, eccetera. Quando si arriva sulla torre si ha la possibilità di andare dappertutto. Naturalmente ci sarà sempre una sorta di progresso e le destinazioni si sbloccheranno mano a mano, ma sarà veramente una cosa molto basic. Non ci sarà bisogno di fare il grind di tutti i DLC per sbloccare le varie destinazioni. È un modo per evitare appunto il fatto di venire sopraffatti da tutte le cose che poi ci possono essere su tutti i pianeti da fare.
We haven't tuned exactly how long you'll play, but it's probably not very long, and then you'll start, as you complete bounties and other activities, you'll quickly unlock other destinations, so you'll probably be in Mars in like a couple hours.
Okay.
Ha detto più o meno Marte si sblocca dopo un paio d'ore.
With New Light, like, can I go play the original Destiny 2 campaign?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I play Curse of Osiris?
Yes.
Si potrà giocare Warmind, ma l'edizione di Osiride e la campagna iniziale di Destiny 2 Vanilla. Non è una versione remaster di Destiny 1, raga. La prima missione è semplicemente una rivisitazione della prima missione di Destiny 1 per farti entrare nel mood, ma stiamo parlando di Destiny 2, non Destiny 1.
And if you want to go experience the campaigns of the past, you can go ahead and play that as well, right?
Okay. Yeah. Even like Leviathan?
Leviathan Raid,
yeah. Leviathan? Okay.
Anche il Leviatano si può fare.
Can I go to like Dreaming City and Tangled Shore? Like, what's the limits on Forsaken?
So that's a little bit different. As far as Tangled Shore and Dreaming City, you can go there. We actually want you to be able to explore all destinations.
Allora si potranno anche esplorare la città sognante e la riva contorta di Forsaken.
And actually the moon as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
Shadowkeep.
E anche la luna.
Destinations, you'll be able to play all that stuff. And what will happen is we're giving you all of that access. But then if you wanted to, like say you play Shadowkeep and you really like the raid content, you really enjoyed the way that feels with your friends, or you really like story missions, if you want to go back and play the Forsaken story campaign or any of the Forsaken raids, like Last Wish or the dungeons in Forsaken as well, then the Forsaken package is available to buy, and that's a separate thing.
Naturalmente tutto quello che c'è di più rispetto a Forsaken, come il raid della città sognante, oppure i dungeon, o la campagna di Forsaken, o le armi esotiche, naturalmente a quel punto lì bisogna comprare il pacchetto Forsaken.
But I don't need Forsaken to go play Shadowkeep.
Correct.
Okay.
Non è la prima missione del primo, raga. Non è esattamente la missione del primo Destiny. È una missione che richiama alla missione del primo Destiny per farti entrare nel mondo di Destiny.
As a new light player, you get so much content.
Yeah,
free.
it's a lot.
Yeah, on destinations you think about, there's also like public events, and then there's adventures. We have some like Blind Well, content that that is public and brings people together. And it's just really exciting to have new players come try out all this stuff, because there are so many kind of barriers before to be able to just jump right in.
Yeah, and I think a lot of current players have been hoping for Destiny 2 to go free in some way for a while. Like what you guys did at BlizzCon was fantastic. I saw tons of new people, like little level 3s and level 4s running around easy when I'm trying to go do stuff, and that was fun to see.
Naturalmente quello che sta dicendo è che è sempre bello vedere nuove persone che arrivano su Destiny, che sta raccontando appunto il fatto di quando è stato gratis per qualche giorno, che appunto uscivano tutti questi livello 3, livello 4 in giro per il mondo per dire sano.
Like, oh, I want to play, Destiny, but what do I have to do to catch up to you? So.
Oh, one more question. What level do I start at? So, sorry, let me clarify.
Yeah.
Parliamo di livelli. Vediamo un po'.
Character level, and then you have power level.
Correct, yeah.
What character level do I start at? What power level do I start at?
Yeah.
A che punto, a che livello si parte e a che livello di potere si parte?
We're tuning this back and forth, so it could change, but it's 750, right? But
power level 750.
Yes.
Si parte
That's where you start at. So basically the cap of
today. Yeah.
Okay. As of right now.
con New Light si parte al 7,50.
Yes. Right. That is the main goal there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. No, I mean that's sort of related to the boost that people can do.
Che praticamente è la stessa cosa che si usa con il boost dell'anno 2, no? Col fatto che ci portava sul personaggio in automatico. Con New Light si parte al 7,50.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
And we have our last guest here. Hey, bud.
All right.
È arrivato Luke. Vediamo un po'.
Zingers for you. I got some hardball ones.
We can get to this. I want to talk to you for a few minutes.
Okay.
You've had a pretty eventful week, dude.
Eventful is one way to put it, yeah.
So first, I want to talk to you a little bit about the raid.
Stanno parlando del nuovo raid. Come sapete, Datto purtroppo è arrivato secondo anche questa volta alla corsa al raid al day one.
The raid was like your flu game, your Michael Jordan flu game.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Be Bold. Congrats on the world first. Carolina Gainer. What's up, man? Esoteric.
So walk me through it. I've watched it. I was actually in your channel watching as it all went down. Like, just give me a little bit of, like, you've had a couple days to process it now. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, I'm happy where we placed. We found out that it was actually the closest between first and second in the history of Destiny, and I'm very happy with where we placed and everything. But man, like, you got all these silvers and bronzes, and it's like, yeah, but a gold one would be nice.
Poraccio dice, cazzo, sono veramente l'eterno secondo, non riesco mai a arrivare a primo. Però vabbè, ci sta, dice che ci proverà la prossima volta.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's get some hardball questions. Why did you decide to partner with Google Stadia? Because
Dunque, gli sta chiedendo perché vi siete messi, avete fatto questa partnership con Google Stadia.
Got away from Activision. you really go on your own. Is Stadia going to have a significant impact on development of the game? Anything like that?
There's a couple types of development. There's the the first thing, why Google? Like, it's that vision that I laid out at the top with Mark. You know, the awesome action MMO, single evolving world that you can play anywhere, and Stadia is a step in delivering the play it anywhere step. The next thing about impacting development, creatively, it's not going to change our creative. Like, from the beginning.
Allora dice dal punto di vista creativo naturalmente non cambia niente, perché comunque a noi fondamentalmente è la stessa identica cosa.
But development-wise, there's an impact because we've taken a bunch of our talented engineering team to like stand up.
Dal punto di vista invece strutturale del gioco, invece ci sono delle cose che appunto che hanno dovuto cambiare per far girare tra virgolette il gioco su Stadia.
For the first time ever, you guys used the word MMO to describe Destiny.
Allora, è la prima volta appunto che Luke e gli sviluppatori di Bungie usano Destiny e lo identificano come un MMO.
And he said like they very actively avoided the word MMO. And so I was very surprised to hear that. MMO to a lot of people is scary. You know, it's a lot of grinding, management, education. Why the
We got some of those things in the game right now.
Yeah.
There's some grinding, some education, some management.
There's definitely some, but why the change and what are you doing?
Perché appunto questa visione è cambiata?
Identity while also expanding upon the systems that MMO or RPG players have come to want. You know, Johnny Two Sticks is like, I just want to shoot aliens. Like, miss me with the spreadsheets, right? So
yeah, so we're going to preserve like the core action game for Destiny.
Allora,
like
di nuovo, come detto prima, il core del gioco, quindi l'action, il feeling delle armi e tutto il resto non cambierà. Sarà comunque il loro punto di riferimento sempre e comunque.
For us, the MMO language isn't about some of the baggage that comes with it. It's not about the like subscription side of things. It's really more about how does it point the way to where we need to go, which is that deeper character customization, a phrase that
E la parte dell'MMO che loro vogliono cercare di portare all'interno di Destiny è la caratterizzazione del personaggio a livello di statistiche. E quindi non c'era abbastanza profondità per quanto riguarda appunto le statistiche delle singole armature e del personaggio.
Those are the types of things that we want to start with and bring back, but we think the future over the long horizon is much brighter than just that.
Yeah.
And so then the next part of it.
L'abbiamo visto prima nel video, che raga, c'erano un'armatura con 1 milione di statistiche, milione, un pochino.
For the game, and we want to make it easier for players to play together, get into activities. There are all kinds of checks that I could like sit here and write that we haven't committed to yet, but improving the social game is a check that we're gonna fix over time.
Sta ripetendo quello che ha detto all'inizio, raga, il fatto appunto che vogliono cercare di migliorare anche la parte social del game.
And all of this is coming this fall.
Right.
We're really trying to, you know, now that we can have that like open dialogue with here's where Destiny's going over time. Like here's where we're going on the long arc of the Destiny.
Diciamo che Shadowkeep è quello, sarà il loro punto di partenza per quello che diventerà poi Destiny e il futuro della franchise. E soprattutto Badato gli sta chiedendo: stiamo andando da qualche parte con la storia? Perché giustamente sappiamo che la storia è sempre stata molto frammentata, cioè nel senso c'è stata la città sognante, abbiamo fatto la città sognante, poi ci siamo spostati, poi ci siamo andati da un'altra parte, senza mai arrivare a una conclusione con quasi niente.
It seems like we're just living in the world of Destiny and maybe not experiencing like an overall story. Like, is this all getting tied together?
It feels a bit too much like life rather than an arc.
It's like where are we going?
So we've talked about this a bunch internally. Like we have over the years had kind of like different monster of the weeks is how we describe it.
Loro lo sanno naturalmente che ne parlano, nel fatto che appunto hanno diversi rami aperti, ok?
Arrows into flight at the end of Destiny 2. And Shadowkeep is the next chapter in that like broader universe story. Like we are going to be, you know, peeling back some of these layers over time. The thing that we're trying to make sure we do, and we haven't always done our best work with this, is feel like the universe is going somewhere. Like people want to feel like what they're doing matters and that it's heading toward, I don't want to say a resolution or an ending, because I don't think Destiny's heading toward an ending, but heading somewhere where there's going to be change.
Right, yeah. Just somewhere where we feel like...
Ok, sembrerebbe appunto che con Shadowkeep qualcosa dovrebbe comunque riuscire a... no?
Removed, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Trials? Question mark?
So the thing we talked about...
Prove dei 9.
I'm glad you asked.
Le prove.
If you didn't ask about trials, that would have been bad for us.
Vediamo un po' che dice.
Because if you don't ask the questions that your community wants to know.
Because PvP for the last year has been, here's a new comp weapon that's just been easier to get, and comp is pretty bare bones, and PvP has been, or has felt.
Naturalmente Dato sta dicendo che il PvP è sempre, nell'ultimo periodo è stato un po' moscio, no? C'è stato soltanto le armi delle competitive e basta.
We're going to talk about a bunch of that later this summer. The like crappy metaphor for the way I'm thinking about this is we have like some additions we want to make to the house, but first we've got to like look at the house and repair the foundation, and we've got like work to do and maintenance to do, and we have to do more upkeep and than we've been doing for sure. I think that a bunch of when I watched the raid this week, I saw the comp weapons getting a lot of play, so they are certainly motivating acquisition.
Allora lui sta rispondendo in questo modo, sta dicendo che appunto le armi delle comp hanno avuto un po' di spazio anche nel PvE durante l'ultimo raid. Però
my friends over at Lab, and I think it's the type of thing that we love it. Like what we're trying to do with Destiny, and this is gonna tie in. Maybe if you decide to ask another question about the moon, what we're trying to do with Destiny going forward, like the total plan, aside from the vision, is
non sta rispondendo.
We want it to be the ultimate version of the game over time, and that's kind of where we're heading.
Non sta rispondendo.
Coming out.
Got work to do. We got to repair the foundation.
Let it be known that I tried. Okay.
Valiant.
Non sta rispondendo. Ha detto che arriveranno, ma neanche a settembre, raga. Neanche a settembre. Niente prove a settembre. Dice la loro spiegazione. La sua spiegazione è stata quella di che stanno tra virgolette sistemando il PvP dalle fondamenta, e Shadowkeep dovrebbe essere il primo step.
You guys
Il resto è il
are
futuro.
reusing old assets to refresh the game under a major expansion. We already been to the moon. Forsaken had Dreaming City. Tangle Story, Dreaming City was crazy. And they had the Storm, and they Taken King, had the Taken, and we went
Grande
to
Axel. Grazie mille per la sub.
Now we're going back to the moon and we're fighting high. Like, what do you say to those people? Recycled content, by the way.
Parliamo del riciclo.
I know that you talked to Ben and Catherine earlier, and that I don't remember if they exactly talked about like when we take something like a planet and bring it back like the moon, we're going to update it to the latest context and change the world. And there's a bunch of like
Giustamente Dato
eggs and stuff and out of the shadows for people.
È uscito Destiny su Steam.
Your question is like how does something like bringing a destination back fit into the overall vision for Destiny going forward, where we have made all kinds of awesome stuff in our history, and we have this opportunity as we continue to like grow this content war chest to update these things, bring them back in new ways. Like it's not coincidence that we've ended different things with references to things that we've done before, or like some note that I wrote and signed off with had a reference to a classic raid. Like we really are looking at the backlog that we're building and thinking about what the future of Destiny looks like and how we're gonna.
35 euro per Shadowkeep, 17 settembre, 59,60 euro per Shadowkeep Digital Deluxe. Dove ci sarà Destiny, praticamente ci sarà Destiny New Light e Shadowkeep, e il Deluxe Pack di Shadowkeep.
They're like playing around with the lighting engine for D2, and they relit the moon, and they
Poi lo
just took a
guardiamo.
couple screenshots over to Mike, Zach, and I, and we were like, holy shit, this looks awesome. Like this looks awesome, and we just get excited about that stuff. You know, we see it, and then the team gets their hands on it.
Mi sono perso un secondo.
And then there's this, it's like a Katamari ball of excitement, because the moon's a place that, it's a thing like haunting us in the sky. Like you'd like look up at night and you see it, and the opportunity of Destiny to go back to a place that's that nearby unknown and see how it's changed over the last few years.
Penso che lo stia giustificando semplicemente col fatto, dicendo appunto che la luna non sarà uguale a prima, ma appunto sarà cambiata. Destiny 3. C'è? Non c'è?
Some people are surprised that Destiny 3 is not coming this time around. Are we going to keep Destiny 2 and just keep stacking on
Oppure appunto arriva Destiny 3 l'anno prossimo, oppure Destiny 2 continuerà ad essere aggiornato?
Because I'm sure that's super far out and you can't say much, but if you got anything.
It's anything that we're going to do beyond what we're talking about today is super far out. And like right now, we've really recommitted the team to Destiny 2, the next chapter of it's this fall. We've got plans for where we're going to go with Destiny, and there's a bunch of stuff that we talked about here that we've got to.
Ma tanto non risponde, raga, non risponde.
I think that I will say about the future of Destiny is that vision that we outlined is going to be true no matter what we do. Like, we are making an awesome action MMO and a single evolving.
Non risponde, sta dicendo no, qualsiasi sia il futuro di Destiny, noi faremo sempre il nostro meglio, sarà sempre l'MMO, bla bla bla.
One or two more, but I don't think we have time to cover them.
Yeah, the clock is at 0.
Non ha risposto, raga, giustamente.
Angry at me.
And so, before we go, there's one last thing I want to talk about, which is.
C'è un'ultima cosa prima di lasciarsi.
Is an amazing team here, and we only got to look at a few members of the team today and a few members in the Vidocs, but the Bungie team is so much bigger than just the 11 people or so here at the company. They are, like, who showed up.
Eccoli, va.
They're doing an amazing job.
Stanno dicendo naturalmente che tutto il team di Bungie sta facendo un lavoro enorme.
Job, and you know they're working so hard, and everyone here loves the game, and we're trying to make the best game that we can. And so I just want to make sure that we acknowledge the team real quick. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Ringraziamenti. Siamo arrivati ai ringraziamenti.
Coming in, no wounds to
problem.
It's okay with second place.
Yeah.
Before we go, we're going to take one last look at the trailer for Shadowkeep.
Guardiamoci il trailer per finire.
Looking to the future always brings us back to the past. Can you feel them? I can still hear their voices. Their endless torment reshapes our moon. Nightmares now stalk the surface. Walking shadows, seeking vengeance. Our old fears, they rise again. And in the dark below, something wicked has awakened. Bring an end to this suffering. One way or